Good guys, my name is Lord Tommy. Welcome again to another Sonic the Hedgehog toy item collector review. As you know, I'm Lord Tommy with the blue sticker of Sonic the Hedgehog. Has his reading glasses on. Yeah, let's put him aside. Now this review is more or less something that I received today, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to display this on camera, but this is generally the gist of it. This is essentially a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a 12 set iron-on patch set of Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, for those of you who may or may not know, basically back in the 90s, more or less, in Japan exclusively, of course, Sonic, the manufacturers, for whatever reason, wanted to somewhat cross-promote. By cross-promoting, they wanted to cross-promote their own brand and, of course, the mascot themselves. That's why you see with a lot of Japanese products out there currently, if you're more or less interested in, of course, you'll see a lot of stuff that says Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. In the event that you run a Sega, kind of like Japanese exclusive server items or just Japanese items, my best recommendation, just as a helpful collector's tip, is just to write Sega Sonic or Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a fun tip. For those who've been following my channel for a while, they would know that anything that's more or less Japanese orientated would literally say Sega Sonic, etc, etc. So essentially this is a set of 12 patch-ons. Essentially what this is you'll take it out of the packaging, of course, and you'll just iron it onto your shirt, and voila, you have a memento of Sonic onto your actual shirt, jumper, or whatever the case may be. I will show you, of course, exclusively every single one of them. I just want to show you this one because this is probably by far one of the cutest ones. Now, for those of you who are religiously hardcore collectors, there were two major, well, there's a few. I'll cover the two basics in terms of this set, but there were like another 2 or 3 sets, if I'm not mistaken, that were iron-on. They were separate to this in the sense that in terms of wholesome collectability, I will obviously, more or less get into that if I ever get those items, which I unfortunately don't. This in itself comes in its entirety. If you get all these 12 iron patches, this pretty much completes the set itself. The only thing I don't have, regretfully, if anybody's out there who maybe want to help me out or her, is the actual case that it comes with. Essentially, this would come in a case of 12, 1, 2, 3 at the top and all the way down, and on the very top it literally was just a holder case, nothing more to it, and literally had said, I think he actually said Sega Sonic, yeah, it says Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, and it just had a picture of Sonic. For those who do have it or know what I'm talking about, look, hit me up. I'm more than happy, to part ways with something, if you're keen on selling whatnot, but that's besides the point. So first and foremost, we'll go through one for one, because this is something I wanted to more or less review once I actually ascertain this, because it is unique. I'm not one to collect kind of like clothing and all that sort of stuff, but this kind of stands out in itself. Essentially, it is made of kind of like a, there's a word for it, I know there is, I just can't think of it from the top of sewing iron, I don't know what it is. You kind of get to it. And they essentially crafted this. It's very well detailed. If you look closely, I'll see if I can bring it in closely as possible. Yeah, not doing justice. Essentially, you just had this one. You had good old Sonic the Hedgehog laughing, pointing his finger up. This is more or less comedic in terms of the whole Mickey Mouse theme, if you know much about that. If you don't, it's pretty cute as it is. And at the very bottom it says Sega Sonic, and you have like a little images at the back. More or less, it would actually educate you. Obviously in Japanese, I do not speak a language of this nature, but essentially you would basically remove it off its case, put it onto the shirt, iron it on, step number 3, and voila, you got it. So that's the first one, good old Sonic. The second one is a weird one. It says let's play. I was going to say let's weigh. It says let's play, and you have good old Sonic the Hedgehog kind of in a 3D isometric look, kind of coming out of the TV. It looks impressive in a weird kind of way. The TV looks extremely retro. Not my favorite, but it's there. Once again, every single one of them exactly the same. It teaches you how to basically, iron it on. The one following after that is the weird one. I don't know what to say about it. The colors look pretty off-putting to me. Kind of a whole Sailor Moon-esque sort of feel to it, if anybody's watched Sailor Moon or anything of that nature. But that's essentially it. Nothing too grand in that back. The back exactly the same. This one is, I think, if I can get another one, I'll probably iron it onto one of my favorite shirts. It kind of gives you the whole emblem of Sonic the Hedgehog. So he's full speed Sega Sonic, and you have just Sonic, for the most part, revving up, either that or getting kicked ass. It kind of has more of a sheriff look from the Western times in the US, kind of like the badge of honor. I don't know, it just really stands out to me in a weird kind of way, and you have a little star at the back. I don't know, it really suits in terms of everything else. This one, I don't know what to really say about it. It is what it is. It's a Sega Sonic, our special game, the Hedgehog. Does anything ring a bell? I can't really describe this. You just have a retro Sonic the Hedgehog with his little finger waving, and you just say it doesn't do it for me, to be honest. His shade of blue is pretty too light. The next one is Sega Sonic Club the Hedgehog. I guess if you really wanted to, I don't know if there was a club back then in Japan. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I don't know. But yeah, you just have Sega Sonic again. Weird, unproportioned face. If you really want to look closely at it, it's kind of stretched out. But yeah, what's your thoughts on it? I think it looks like Sonic. It just, I don't know, it just stretches out to me. The next one is pretty it's pretty yoey, not yoey, it's pretty, I don't know, I'm not even gonna say it. It looks weird. The pink does not suit Sonic. The Sonic the Hedgehog looks exceptionally bad done. I don't know if it's the one I got. So you have his just weird tails, just looks bad. It looks, everything is just, if you look at Tails' fringe, for instance, the orange is just more or less coming out of his fringe. It just doesn't look right. I don't know if it's pretty much limited to mine. I hope not, because if other people have something better, that's awesome. But it just looks weird. It's not my favorite. It's by far my favorite. This one does more justice. You have good old Sonic and Tails. Tails looks cute as always, just looking into the open air. Weird proportion, but there you go, and it says Sega Sonic, big S. I don't know if this really works, but it does its own justice. The green, the lime green just looks bad in my personal opinion, but that's it. Once again, pink does not work with Sonic. I don't know what they were thinking. I'm not an artist, but hey, it's to each their own, right? It says Game Revolution. Of course, Sonic was a big deal back in the 90s. You know, 8-bit, 6, you know, and all that sort of stuff. 16-bit it was. Blast processing, that was its gimmick. I remember those commercials. The icon itself looks awesome. It's just the pink backdrop, it's just bad, plus the lime green and the very fluorescent yellow spelling out Revolution. Pretty bad, but it is what it is, right? This one is for a lot of people who know or have played Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's a Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. It should say 2, but it doesn't. Once again, it really captures the essence of it. Unfortunately, once again, it just looks bad if you look closely at it. Just, I don't know, his Tails' eyes is disproportioned, Sonic's looks weird, it's just, everything just looks weird. And the green, what is with the greens? Honestly, the greens just look horrendous. It looks, okay, the thing is, on my cam it looks quite horrendous. On the actual, if you look closely at it, it's different. It's hard to explain, but it is what it is, right? For all those people who love the Sonic Amy sort of fandom, here's one for you. It says, if Sega Sonic Revolution, obviously to promote Sega CD, they're about the game for it. Once again, weird black and green, doesn't work. Weird proportioned Sonic, weird proportioned Tails, Amy Rose. So it's not bad. It's just you make, obviously these are mass produced. I'm guessing anyway, so you wouldn't expect too much. But that is what it is. At the very bottom, this just looks bad all over. Sega Sonic fluorescent yellow and doesn't do it on a white canvas. Sonic granted does look awesome, superb, well done, well stitched and everything. And that's the word I was looking for, stitching. They have different kind of stitchings. There we go, people. Midway through the review, it came to me like magic of a stone. Just pink, white and fluorescent yellow. Nah, doesn't do it. Maybe you guys let me know, do you think it does it for you? It doesn't do it for me. And you have back to the original. Now essentially I got this literally today. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff from a friend of mine in Japan, and she was willing to help me out. I actually got a few Power Ranger Megazords as well. I got the last one from Koryuga, if you guys follow Power Rangers and whatnot, but obviously this is a Sonic related review, not Power Rangers. But if you guys want me to review my Megazords and whatnot, hey, look, I'm more than happy to. Essentially, she got it for me. I think I got it all for about $40, including shipping with a bunch of other stuff as well. Not a bad catch. I would have preferred the complete set. I know I'm a semi-elitist in that, so it doesn't bother me. It is what it is, and it's superb. The actual complete set, if you can really call it, it's just a case. It just has a piece of paper that says Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, and you have Sonic at the corner. For whatever reason, I just wanted to have it so I could just have it as a display piece on my wall and all that sort of stuff. But it's not half bad. $40, you know. It depends. If you guys really want to use this simply as kind of like a a iron on yourself, you don't want to really collect this, by all means it's definitely out there. I have seen it every now and then. You just really got to search for it. Recommendations, Yahoo Japan, that's a big place for collecting Japanese Sonic stuff. I definitely recommend it. Kind of shooting myself on the foot for saying that, because, you know, obviously I want to keep my sources to myself, but it is what it is. I want to help you guys as best I can. Actually, if you guys have anything that you want me to see if I can source for you on their website, hit me up. I'll see if I can help you with that. Obviously, the catch side is, if I don't have it, I may supersede your interest with mine as a collector. As sad, as selfish as that sounds. But anyway, look, I'm definitely there to help as best I can. I have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I'm probably going to give away anyway, so why not? You know, guys, thank you so much for checking out this review. I'm probably going to give this, it really depends, 5 stars out of 10. I wouldn't throw this up in the rarity. It may be for some people, but it's not like the go-to item. It's just a bunch of iron punches. Guys, tell me what you think. What's your thoughts on this? Would you get it? Wouldn't you get it? Would you even spend money? Consider it? Who knows? Nobody knows. This was released roughly in 1995-ish, thereabouts, so definitely why not. Now, guys, thank you for checking out my reviews. Please hit me up. Let me know what your feedback is. If you have any recommendations, please hit me up. I'll see what I can do. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Speed out and speed on.